So yeah, I'll just bring you guys my post-fight thoughts of the fight between Lawrence Oakley and KRZYSZTOF GLOWACKI. I just finished watching the post-fight interview. Oh my goodness, man. Lawrence Oakley gave a shout out to Dwyer over here on YouTube, saying that he could, because Dwyer said that he couldn't do it. And I was one of them too. I thought Glowacki was gonna win this fight myself, but man, Lawrence Oakley went out there and proved a lot of people wrong. Well, he proved me and Dwyer wrong, and I'm sure a bunch of people too as well. Um, going to this fight, I expected Glowacki to land something big, man, but he couldn't land it. He couldn't land it. I thought Lawrence Oakley boxed a very beautiful fight. He boxed a very beautiful fight, stayed patient, using the jab, fighting from the outside, using his height and reach as an advantage. And eventually, in that sixth round, measuring up with the jab and following, going in with a big right hand that landed clean, landed on the chin of Glowacki. Glowacki went down. Glowacki, props to him for getting back up, but the referee waved off the fight when he got up to that 10th count, saying it was all over. Glowacki was still stumbling here and there. He wasn't 100% back, so if the referee let the fight continue, Glowacki would have been taking unnecessary punishment at that point. So props to the ref for stopping the fight. But yeah, it was a very master class from Lawrence Oakley. Did much better than I expected. Big props to him for proving me wrong. And Oakley is now the WBO cruiserweight champion of the world. It's crazy, man. Lawrence Oakley. I still remember the time when people were making, saying that he's gonna be boring and all that, but I thought he boxed beautiful, man. He's a lot better now, obviously, compared to a few years ago, or compared to a couple of years ago when he started off, or during his earlier days or earlier years. He's a lot better now. And his story too, man. His story is just insane, man. It's pretty awesome. Him working at McDonald's, watching AJ in the Olympics, inspiring him to join boxing, and now here he is, a world champion. Crazy, beautiful stuff from Lawrence Oakley. Big props to him, improving to 16-0 now, 13 wins coming by way of knockout TKO. Man, he deserves everything, man. He deserves everything. I'm happy for the guy, happy for him, and I can't wait to see what's next. In the post-fight interview, he called out Briedis. If you look at the rankings, Briedis is the IBF champion right now. Obviously, the WBO now is held by Lawrence Oakley. Briedis is the IBF. He mentioned that he wants him next, but at the same time, he also mentioned that he wants anybody that Eddie Hearn can get him in the cruiserweight division. The champions, Arsen Golamirian is the WBA champion, and Ilunga Makabu is the WBC champion. If he can get one of those guys, I think it'll be pretty cool. Briedis, in my opinion, would be a much better fight out of the two, in my opinion. I mean, out of the three, I should say. If Eddie Hearn can get him, which I think he can. I mean, they do pretty good business with Sourline Promotions, who promotes Briedis. So I think Eddie Hearn can definitely deliver. So Lawrence Oakley calling out the champions, in my opinion, is a good sign. In my opinion, every champion should try to unify, and I like how Lawrence Oakley wants to unify and become a unified champion in the cruiserweight division. As for KRZYSZTOF GLOWACKI, suffered his third loss in his pro career, 2 losses in a row now for GLOWACKI. He was getting dirty inside that ring tonight against Okolie. He was using his head and everything, trying basically everything he can to get Oakley riled up. He wanted Oakley to let his hands go and be more aggressive. That would have given GLOWACKI more chances to catch him coming in, landing that big left. But it wasn't the case. Oakley boxed a smart fight, and GLOWACKI just struggled to get something working for him, and he couldn't do anything pretty much. Every single round, it was all Lawrence Oakley. I guess just back to the drawing board for GLOWACKI, 34 years old now, so he's kind of getting up there in age. Can he still be world champion? I don't know. It depends. 2 years, almost 2 years off since the Briedis fight and losing this fight. Who knows? Maybe he can still be competitive, definitely, against the top guys in the cruiserweight division. It's just that I don't think he can beat these world champions right now. Makabu and Briedis. Maybe Arsen Golamirian, maybe. But at the same time, also, I still wouldn't mind seeing a rematch against Briedis. I feel like that fight against Briedis should have been a ruled a no contest because of how dirty it was. If you go back and watch that fight, it was a pretty dirty fight, and I feel like they should do it again, but probably not. I think things are gonna be pretty heated between them, and we might see the same results. Who knows? So anyway, big congrats again to Lawrence Oakley on the win. Let me know what did you guys think about the fight in the comment section below. Thanks for listening. Thanks for watching. And like always, have a great day. All right, thanks.